Heart of the Shore, Episode 11, Heat and High Water, a family climate-ready plan for the Jersey Shore, by Love of Humanity.
Who is most at risk? Let's talk about people in our community who need extra protection. Older adults, especially those living alone. Babies and young children. People with chronic conditions, heart disease, lung disease, diabetes. People who take certain medications that affect hydration or body temperature. Anyone without reliable air conditioning. Outdoor workers and people who commute without air-conditioned transit. People experiencing homelessness. If that's you or someone you love, the plan we're building today matters. Segment 2, the 3-3-3 Heat Plan for Families. I want to offer a simple framework you can remember, the 3-3-3 Heat Plan. 3 signals, 3 actions, 3 check-ins. First, 3 signals that tell you it's time to switch to your heat plan. 1. The forecast says extreme heat or heat advisory. 2. The indoor temperature stays high even at night. 3. Anyone in the home is showing early symptoms, headache, dizziness, nausea, unusual fatigue, confusion, or cramps. Now the 3 actions. Action 1. Cool the body. Drink water regularly. Take cool showers if possible. Use cool, wet cloths on neck and wrists. Wear light clothing. Action 2. Cool the space. If you have AC, use it. If you're worried about the bill, remember the cost of a dangerous heat day can be far higher. If you don't have AC or it's not enough, identify a cooler place you can go for part of the day. That might be a library, a mall, a community center, or an official cooling center. Action 3. Connect. Do not handle heat alone. Text a neighbor. Call family. Check on elders. If you know someone who's isolated, make a specific plan. I'll call you at noon and again at 6. Now the 3 check-ins. 1. Check on the most vulnerable person in your circle. 2. Check the indoor temperature, especially in bedrooms. 3. Check your supplies, water, medications, phone battery. This is not meant to scare anyone. It's meant to make heat predictable. When you have a plan, your body relaxes. You make better choices. Segment 3. Cooling centers. How to find them and how to use them. Let's talk about cooling centers because they're a powerful tool and sometimes people hesitate to use them. First, how do you find official cooling centers? New Jersey 211 maintains a cooling centers page, and they note that during summer months, they actively update the list as information comes in from official authorities like county and municipal offices of emergency management. Source is https://nj211.org/njcoolingcenters/. They also warn that these resources can change quickly, and the listings are updated based on the most recent information from each county. Source is https://nj211.org/njcoolingcenters/. So here's a practical approach. Start with the NJ211 Cooling Centers page. If you don't see your county listed, it may mean updated info hasn't been posted yet. Call 211 for help finding a local option. Now, how do you use a cooling center well? Here are a few tips that can make the experience easier. Bring water if you can. Bring your phone charger. Bring essential medications. Bring something small to do, book, headphones. And if you're going with a neighbor, agree on how you'll get there and how you'll get home.
And I want to say this clearly. Using a cooling center is not a failure. It is a smart safety choice. We live in a community. Shared spaces are part of how we protect each other. Segment 4. A heat plan for people without cars and people working outside. Host. Let's get specific, because a lot of plans assume you can drive anywhere. If you don't have a car, your heat plan should be built around distance and timing. Here's what that looks like. Identify a nearby cool place you can reach safely. A library, a community center, a mall, a friend's home. Figure out the safest route. Shade, fewer hills, fewer long intersections. Plan the timing. Go earlier in the day, before the peak heat. If you're taking transit, keep a backup plan in case service is delayed. If you work outside or you supervise people who do, heat safety needs to be scheduled, not improvised. Hydration has to be built into the day. Breaks need to happen before someone feels sick. Shade is not optional, and if someone is confused or faints, that's urgent. Again, I'm not giving medical advice, just the basic principle: treat severe heat symptoms as urgent. Now let's move to the second half of the episode. High water. Host. Living near the water is part of why we love this place. But the water has moods. We deal with heavy rain, we deal with nor'easters, we deal with hurricanes and tropical storms moving up the coast, and we deal with sunny day flooding in some spots when tides are high. In this part, we're going to keep it grounded. Your goal is not to become a meteorologist. Your goal is to know where to get reliable alerts, what your evacuation route is, and what to do if flooding is possible. A helpful starting point is New Jersey Sea Grant's Resource Preparedness Resource List. It gathers a set of tools residents can use to prepare for severe coastal storms and their impacts. Source: https://njcgrant.org/extension/coastal-concerns/emergency-preparedness-list.
Part 2. Route. If you're in a coastal area, the time to learn your evacuation route is not when the wind picks up. Sea Grant links to New Jersey coastal evacuation maps that detail coastal evacuation routes for New Jersey counties. Source: https://njcgrant.org/extension/coastal-concerns/emergency-preparedness. So here's a practical action you can take today. Look up your evacuation route, screenshot it, print it if you can. Then talk to your household. If we have to leave, which direction do we go first? Part 3. Risk. Flooding is personal. It depends on the block you're on. Sea Grant highlights several tools that can help people understand flood risk and sea level rise. They include Rutgers University's NJ Flood Mapper, which is specific to New Jersey. Sources: https://njcgrant.org/extension/coastal-concerns/emergency-preparedness. They also mention Digital Coast, NOAA's coastal data site that includes an interactive sea level rise map. Sources: https://njcgrant.org/extension/coastal-concerns/emergency-preparedness. And they point to Region 2 Coastal, a FEMA program site that offers information about flood hazards in coastal New Jersey counties, including tools connected to flood insurance rate maps. Sources: https://njcgrant.org/extension/coastal-concerns/emergency-preparedness. You don't have to use all of these. Pick one. Use it to answer a simple question. Is my route likely to flood? And is my home likely to flood? Segment 8. Storm surge alerts and why they matter. Host. Here's something many shore residents wish they had: earlier clarity. Not panic, clarity. Sea Grant's list includes a storm surge warning system from Stevens Institute of Technology, which offers coastal advisories and alerts. Sources: https://njcgrant.org/extension
coastal concerns/emergency-preparedness. That's the kind of tool that can help you make decisions earlier. If you have an option to subscribe to alerts, consider doing it before storm season. Segment 9. The two-bag rule for flooding and evacuations. Let's get very practical. If you live in a flood-prone area or you've been through coastal storms before, you know how fast you can lose time. So, I recommend a simple two-bag rule, a go bag and a stay bag. The go bag is what you grab if you need to leave quickly. IDs and essential documents or photos of them, medications for at least a few days, phone charger, basic first aid, water and snacks, a change of clothes, cash if you can, and basic supplies for babies or elders if needed. The stay bag is what helps you ride out a power outage at home. Flashlights, batteries, a battery bank, a small radio if you have one, shelf-stable food, water, and hygiene supplies. If you can only do one thing after this episode, do this. Put your medications, charger, and ID in one place. You've just reduced your stress by half. Segment 10. Roads and water, the hardest lesson. I want to say something clearly because it saves lives. Do not drive through flooded roads. It's hard to judge depth and cars can stall or get swept. If you're listening with teens or new drivers, make it a family rule. No driving through standing water. Turn around and find a safer way. Segment 11. Resilience is also about neighbors. Now let's talk about something that matters just as much as maps and bags. Each other. Climate readiness at the shore is not only individual, it's collective. Here are 3 neighbor moves that make a real difference. 1. The 2-call check-in. If you know an older neighbor, plan to call once in the morning and once in the evening on extreme heat days. 2. The ride buddy. If someone doesn't drive, offer a ride to a cooling center or a safe building during heat. If you can't offer a ride, offer a call and help them find official information. 3. The verified share. During storms, share only information you can trace back to an official channel, your local emergency management, weather.gov, or resources like Sea Grant's Hub that point to official systems. Source: https://njcgrant.org/extension/coastal-concerns/emergency-preparedness. This is how we reduce panic, and it's how we reduce harm. Segment 12. A short action list for this week. Host: before we close, I want to offer a short action list. You don't have to do it all today. Pick one step and do it this week. 1. Find your cooling plan. Visit NJ211's Cooling Centers page and save it on your phone. 2. Identify your nearest cool place. If you don't have reliable AC, pick a place you can get to safely. 3. Find your evacuation route. Use the New Jersey coastal evacuation maps linked by NJ Sea Grant. 4. Choose one flood tool. If you're curious about flood risk, try Rutgers.NJ Flood Mapper. 5. Pack a mini go bag. Medication, charger, ID. That's a strong start. Segment 13. Closing. Host: if you take anything from today, let it be this. Preparedness is a form of care. It's not about fear. It's about making sure our kids, our elders, our neighbors, and ourselves have what we need when the weather turns. At Love of Humanity, we believe the shore is at its best when we look out for each other. So let's do that. Let's share reliable resources. Let's check in. Let's choose early action instead of last-minute stress.
This has been Heart of the Shore, signed Love of Humanity. If you found this episode helpful, share it with one person who might need it, especially someone who lives alone or someone who works outside. Until next time, stay safe, stay connected, and take care of each other. Music fades out.